Okay. Well, we're doing another live. It is Monday, of course, 9, a little bit after 9. I was a little late considering the fact that uh, I forgot today was Monday. I was surprised considering the fact that my kids had off. We went out as a family, going do some stuff. It was weird. And it felt like a Saturday or Sunday to me. So that's why I almost forgot all about my live stream. It was just a weird day today, holiday and all. That's all. Rerum Trading. How are you? How you doing, man? Uh, I I think today was just a weird day. It's just one of those days where you just feel like it was a Saturday to me. Uh, I didn't have work. I had work last night, but it was fine. It was all the same. And when it came time to like maybe like 8 o'clock, my wife was just telling me, "He's like, hey, aren't you going to be doing your podcast tonight?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. I didn't even realize it was Monday." That was the weirdest thing. But yeah, um, it's same as usual that I think I have planned for tonight. Um, Pretty much gonna go over, the recent pickups that I had from my latest video, which was my New York video. Uh, the New York trip, that was so much fun. So I knew I was gonna find some things going to Forbidden Planet, but I didn't realize what I would come home with the most thing, the number one thing that I wanted to find in the first place. So I'm actually happy that I found it. Hey, RMD Collective, how you doing, man? I know you're enjoying that Boba Fett. Been showing so many pics on IG. But yeah, you're gonna go over some of the pickups that I got during my New York trip. Um, just go over on toyark.com. There was a lot of reveals this week. I was very surprised. Some of it I didn't really care about, but it was really cool to see some of the stuff that was revealed. Um, I know McFarlane Toys was just putting out stuff nonstop. It was unbelievable. Man, look at this. Hey, Abel, how you doing, man? Look at that fabulous disaster. How you doing? Um, but I guess I think we can just roll right into it. Oh, there was some work I did on the diorama that we were working on last week. I was trying to make more bricks, more of the smaller bricks on this end. So we might continue on with this tonight and try to, finish up where we can. It's coming along nicely. I'm actually happy with it. It's really really cool. Let's see who's here. Yeah, it looks great for a hot toy, and just an all around black costume character. It looks great. Four Feathers, how you doing? Kiwi Collector. Oh my God, what time is it over there? Todd is killing it. Yes, he's just pushing out so much, and a lot of it is actually really good because I'm enjoying all the new sculpts, and at the same time, the articulation is getting better. So it's definitely an improvement. One. All right. Where do I start? Okay, yeah, I wanted to just uh go into Toy Arc, see what's there, because there was just so much that came out. It was very surprising. To start with, let's go this screen. Yeah, there we go. Um, the Mo Tuesday last week. Um, the He-Man based off of the movie, which I remember as a kid watching that movie. It was funny because at the time I didn't realize it was He-Man because when as a kid you just flipping through channels and you see this and you see Skeletor and you see all the other characters and stuff, and there's a lot of space weapons and stuff. And I was confused. I didn't realize it was a He-Man movie. Uh, but I think as a kid I did enjoy it. It was a fun watch. Now it's kind of weird to see. Uh, these are okay. I guess they're okay looking. It's not one of the things I'm going to be collecting because I'm not a Motu collector. I don't think I will ever jump into the line unless something were to really stand out. And the I think the only thing that would really stand out to me is the Mondo 1/6 scale figures. Those look incredible. But these guys, they look okay. I can't really tell. I mean, this does not look like Dolph Lundgren at all, but that's just what it is. I'm surprised that it's there. Um, the gargoyles, very nice that they're actually showing off Broadway. Yes, Broadway looks great. I think there's other pictures in here, but I think they look so good. All of these NECA gargoyles are incredible. I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad I'm caught up. Like I didn't have too much of an issue finding Bronx and Demona, but I'm glad I was able to find them. But these pictures look great. Look at that. We got um, some food accessories as well. And of course, that giant wingspan. It's great to see that screaming head too. I'm glad they have an additional head. Who would I miss? Oh, Bruce, how you doing, man? Pass on these for me. Yeah. What about Alex? Would he pick those up? Skeletor looks pretty good. He-Man, on the other hand, does not. Yeah. Have you seen the NECA Team Mummy Mikey at your? I have not. I haven't seen any of the new NECA figures in my targets throughout that whole fall. What's it called? That fall con, or I don't remember. I haven't seen anything, especially Marvel Legends. This is driving me nuts. My new Toy Hunt video, I have a huge rant on that crap. It's unbelievable. Also in the hunt for the Mummy Turtles. Yeah. Broadway looks amazing. Yes. Gargoyles take up a lot. Yes. Yes, they do. I haven't decided a space yet in my section. I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do. This is only doing. Oh, okay. That's it. All but the Goliath. So do I. I don't need that Goliath clone either. But yeah, Broadway. I think Broadway's up for pre-order too, but I'm gonna be patient. It's one of the lines where I can just wait for it, and I'll see if it comes around. Then I will pick it up. NECA again with the Dracula accessories. This is crazy because again, we all love accessories, and we get a coffin, this spider, this possum, this armadillo, and I can't tell what that is, but I guess let's take a look and see if there's a close-up picture. I can't determine. So it looks like some sort of ant or roach on top of something. Yeah, that looks good. There's the spider. Yeah, it's not bad. It's nice that they came with accessories too. But I feel as if they should have just put it all in one box if it's not with Dracula, unless the Dracula does come in here and they're just not showing Dracula at the moment. But I could have. Oh no, it says Dracula figure sold separately right here. So I don't know why they would sell it separately. NECA RoboCop hitting targets. I haven't seen it. Feel like and empty pegs, yeah. All right. And then what is this? Beast Kingdom doing their own armored Batman. I'm not familiar. I know of Beast Kingdom and I know of the DC figures that they've been making. But I don't own one, so I can't really gauge on how they are. Because it says it's a 1/9 scale, so it's close to 8.5 inches tall. And this is $114. Wow. I'm not exactly sure how to play with it. I mean, Beast Kingdom, they have nice sculpts, I guess. But I don't know. I wasn't sure if they did soft goods on these guys. It looks like they do. Yeah, not bad. It looks okay. It's weird looking though because of the colors. You got the black armor, then this blue vest thing, and then there's like two different shades of gray. I'm not exactly sure how that plays off for their version of it. And this SH Figure Arts Boba Fett and the Throne. This is wild because this looks amazing. And at the same time, it does come with the throne, and they're only pricing it at $95. That is an amazing deal for a large accessory like that. I'm surprised that they're only charging 95. I don't know what the the reason or the lower cost is, but that's a great deal. Because normally for figure arts like Marvel Cinematic Universe figures, sometimes they start at like $110. It's crazy. But this 95, that's not bad. The figure looks great. It's one of those things where I wouldn't mind this, but I'm perfectly fine with my Black Series figure because this is like the final episode version of Boba Fett, where it's a more cleaner look. Everything looks like the brighter yellows. Um, there's two head sculpts on this one too, so it looks good. Is it a bigger figure that I think it might be? I feel like this is a weird image right here. That's why I'm confused. So the one on the right is the newer version, but I don't know based on scale, like what is this? This one looks like 5 inch and this one looks like a 6 inch. So I'm not exactly sure. Hey Alex, how you doing, man? You need the Fett. Yes, it looks great, and that's why I'm surprised the fact that it comes with this throne. That's awesome that it comes with the throne, and it's a great price for it. Looks like a girl Fett. I have no idea. Look at that. That's an awesome accessory right there. So yeah, we got that. I don't think it's up for pre-order yet, but it looks good. Or maybe it is up for pre-order. All right. Page Punchers, McFarlane. Wow. I was not expecting, I guess, these versions of the characters. I don't even remember these versions of the character. Because does anyone know if this was more like modern comics? Because it's not Injustice. It doesn't look like Injustice at all. That's my only thing. I'm not exactly too sure. But overall, I mean, it looks okay, but it all of them need a severe blackwash on them. That's all. I think they're okay looking, but I think they just need more of a black wash to make the armor pop out of it. Scarlet Kid, what's up, man? Upgraded paint job. Who was able to get the prototype white Fed? Oh, I have no idea. I never bothered with it. Oh my god, the Mad Collector. Hey man, how you doing? Hopefully Figaro makes a Fennec, even though like I know I could be torn just because I'm so biased with Ming Na Wen. I would buy it just for the mere fact, but it's got to have a really good head sculpt. It really does. Passing on that with, yeah, I'm going to pass on it too. I was expecting maybe like an old school version of Captain Cold, not this armored mask looking thing. And Heat Wave, I didn't even realize that was Heat Wave. So I was kind of let down by this. This Flash is just weird looking to me, so I was gonna pass on this too. I was surprised to see it like this, so I'm not exactly sure. I thought this would all be like part of Injustice, the video game, but I don't recognize this as Injustice. Oh god. So Super 7 Bruce Lee. Cool they're making a Bruce Lee. But I can't imagine this to have any good articulation because Super 7 has their own style of articulation of single joints. So a Bruce Lee with single joints doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't look like it would work well. And that's my opinion, though. You got the white Fett from yesterday. Oh, okay, we got. Hi, Chris. How you doing? Thank you. Picking up the Arkham City wave from McFarlane and the Bane. Yes. I would like to get the Bane. And I know I could probably order it right now, but I'm just kind of holding off at the moment. What do you think about Black Adam's figures? The Black Adam movie figures look great. I'm not going to be collecting them though, just because I'm trying to really stick to certain comic book lines or comic characters that McFarlane does. Um, the Rock or Dwayne, the face sculpts all look amazing. I think they're very well done. I always say I'm passing on figures, then I see them in the store. Yeah, right. That's how I feel. You're looking at his main pose right there. For yeah, that's true. They put him in a lot of poses, but I just can't see it with the way they do things because they're single joints. And it's good that they have a diaphragm rocker. Multiple hands. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I don't even know if this is cloth because does Super 7 ever do they do cloth? I don't have any Super 7 figures, so I can't tell. There, yeah, I don't know. It's so I don't know. I don't think you can pose it very well. Same old Fed from Black Series, but it looks so good in white. Okay. I'm liking it, but you bring up a valid point with the joints and articulation. Yeah, which is fine. They're so good with doing nostalgia for the classic characters that we all know and love, but their style of making action figures, it's too outdated for me. I need the more modern articulation that we're all used to from Marvel Legends or SH Figure Arts. These things are not going to pose. Yeah, I know. How you doing, Art? We need the Wi-Fi. Is it not available anymore? Is that why? That's why. I would love to get a shotgun, a Shogun Black Series wave. A Shogun. You mean like the Bandai? What's it called? Imagination series? Because that would be cool if Black Series did that. SHF Bruce Lee. I know. The SHF was actually pretty good. Yes. The way you show it, yes. I believe you're right too. All right, let's get out of this one. Who's next? NECA Gremlins. I'm not a Gremlins collector, but seeing all the new Gremlins coming out, it's so cool to see so many different variations of it. Um, I'm not much of a horror figure collector to begin with, but this is funny seeing this WB on the chest of one. I don't remember if that was in the movie. I can't recall it. Yes, okay. It is. Um, Sculpt is a big deal to me. I normally sculpt and paint first, and then I'll deal with articulation. And of course, Origins Wave, King Randor, Whiplash, Digitino, and Trapjaw. Look at these guys. I never collected Motu when I was a kid. So seeing these names sometimes I have to really think about it and try to go back and determine if I remember them from the cartoon. It's hard for me sometimes. They're awesome to see in stores. So I'm glad that there's always a selection to pick from in stores. But look, these are $19.99. Weren't these $14.99 at some point? At one point, not some point, but at one point. Part of the Sunman Wave. Okay. And then let's go back to the first page. Sentinel doing a transparent Miles Morales. I'm assuming this is still just the same figure. It's just a transparent version. I never got any of the Sentinel figures. I just felt as if I didn't need them. As cool as they were, and the articulation from all the reviews that I watched, I was very, very surprised. So it looks great, but I just felt as if I didn't want to pay that much for them. How you doing? Motu is your baby. Yes, it is Alex's baby. That'd be the yeah, right. All right, man. I'll see you later, Bruce. And then what's next? More Masters of the Universe. Battle, Armor, He-Man, Sunman, and more. Is this the... Which versions is this? Is this the Origins? Is it still Origins? No. This is... Oh, this is Masterverse. Okay. Look at that. Sunman with the wings. I think I had some version of He-Man like this as a kid. This all silver armor. And I didn't know the differences between them or what it was for. This is just the battle armor one. But there is quite a listing. Yeah, New Eternia, Battle Armor He-Man. I'm grabbing as much Sideshow reward so I can get that. It's hard to do, man. I try to get on a lot of their live streams so I can get those participations. It's not like the old days where you just collect codes and you enter them into your account. I remember I had several years where I would collect codes from Sideshow and earn like well over $100 in rewards. So I miss that old way of them doing it. Jumping onto their live streams, it's so much work because there's just not enough time to do the Sideshow live streams. All right, then. Oh, yes. The SHF Amazing Spider-Man. Look at that. It's not a bad head sculpt. you can recognize it right away. You know that's Andrew Garfield right away. I can't believe that we're actually seeing the head sculpts now, because we saw Tobey Maguire's, so it was really cool to see that. But now we got Andrew Garfield, so they're on their way. And I don't know, did Hasbro even mention that they're going to do the head sculpts yet? This looks, oh, look at that. I love that crouching pose. There you go. Now, no way I'm going to get this. I don't feel like I need to buy the SH Figure Arts version. I'm not going to go all in for that. That is true. Hella hard to get more. I know, right? It's much, much harder. Hey, Chad Kinsler, how you doing, man? All right. And then I think we're almost done with all the reveals and news so far. Oh, the Andor series. With my limited picks on Star Wars Black Series, I'm definitely not. I have not been wanting to buy a lot of the newer stuff. I just feel. I mean, when it came to Mandalorian and Bad Batch, I was perfectly fine with it. Obi-Wan, all I got was Obi-Wan. Andor, I don't think I'm going to be buying any of it. And I hear they're all like certain exclusives to particular stores. It's so crazy that they have that. But here's Andor, Cassian Andor, and an Imperial Officer, which the Imperial Officer outfit looks great. It's got this crazy draped over cape, which is all plastic. I'm pretty sure it's all plastic. But you got one that kind of waves out. So yeah, one just drapes down. Yep. Yeah, see? I don't know. I don't get it. But that's got to be a deluxe figure, because how's that going to fit in all the box? It's crazy. It's, oh well, it's going to fit. Look at that. Oh my god. So Imperial Officer, and Cassian is wearing that armor. I don't know what that armor is. That the who did I have? Like Solo wore that armor too. I don't know why I can't remember the name of it. I've got the Andrew and Toby SHF. Well, Kiwi, your focus is always on SHF, so I don't blame you. You're big on SHF, so I wouldn't be surprised that you didn't get it. If you had to pick just one toy company to buy from, which would it be? Well, it would probably be Hasbro, because I love my Marvel Legends and GI Joe. I'm gonna buy them all the time. Pass on the Andor. Yes, I know. I am. I am too. Thanks. You just reminded me to cancel my Disney Plus account. Mud Armor Trooper. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Oh, Chris Studios. Hey, man. How you doing? I'll pick up a few short troopers from this Andor wave, and that's it. Yeah, see, I know. But is the new paint enough for you to buy? It's so weird. It's got to be, of course, $25, and now it looks like a much more darker color. And here's Todd again, showing off another one for Hush Superman. I don't know what to think, because Mafex did a great job with the Hush Superman and with all the Hush characters already. So if this is just a start for McFarlane to do the Hush characters, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I think I like the idea of him doing it, but I'm not exactly sure how it's all going to look because he's got to really nail that Jim Lee style. And I can't, it doesn't look like Jim Lee the way it was made. It's possible, but I'm not too sure. It just doesn't look like the style of Jim Lee. I'm glad the vines are there. I like it. There's much more of an accessory. So, I mean, it's okay. And this is a gold label? Oh. SHF and Mayfix. Yeah. Bandai are slipping on the quality that we are used to. Well, I guess it depends on which Bandai. Glad I'm done with Black Sea saving money for the Hasbro starting. Oh my God, starting lineup. I know. We're going to see all of that at, what is it? PulseCon? HasCon? You're right. You can't complain. And they're practically always a new sculpt. So there is Hush Superman. And here's some more of the Andor Black Series. So like, yeah, here's is this Cassian or this is just a regular Imperial Officer Ferrix. Yep. So you could just basically have more troopers. There is your shore trooper. Oh my God, no. $27.99. So not 25, it's 28. My God. Still all the same. Well, here is that Ferrix. I like the black. The black looks really good. Just started collecting Black Series. Did you really? I thought you would have at least picked up a couple here and there. And the Shore Trooper. Is there really that much of a difference with this one? Can't you just get like the Archive Wave ones, considering they're so much cheaper? Or is it maybe some of them have the blue on them, and these are a different type of officer for the Shore Troopers? Oh, on the Marvel front. Okay. So you would know that better than I would because I don't have any of the Marvel SHF. About to be getting into more Mafex X. Oh my God, you are so late. I think Jean Grey is about to ship right now. So you have a lot to catch up on. Very true. That's why I was like, I don't see that big of a difference for that Shore Trooper because you could easily get it cheaper from the Archive Wave. All right, and here I think that's just a roundup. Oh yeah, the Hot Toys Riva actually looks incredible. They did a great job with this Hot Toys figure. It is not one that I'm going to get. I'm still just holding down on the pre-orders that I have through Hot Toys, but nice to see that they're just doing newer characters. But at the same time, they had so much of a backlog of Hot Toys characters that they've shown, but have never come out. It's unfortunate. Look at that. Oh, not bad. Oh, it comes with a hood too. All right. Who's next? Oh, a maquette by Tweeterhead. Of course, I'm not big of a statue, like a large statue collector. But Tweeterhead's been doing such great stuff with Motu. Repaint, they would never. And then last night and this morning, some Japanese only reissued the Mayfair. Yes, I saw that. I would have easily jumped on Gambit, but the problem was I wouldn't want to get Psylocke. Then I'd have to find Wolverine, and then I have to get Cyclops, and then a Jean Grey coming out. Then I would have to pre-order Storm if I could pre-order Storm. It's a huge rabbit hole with it. I could not do it. Fall Geek Out. That's what it's called. The Target Fall Geek Out. I haven't seen any of these hit my Target shelves yet. Everyone's been finding it. And what's funny is like there's so many other Targets in Pennsylvania or like maybe further out that have them already. That's all to my good friend Disavowed. He's been finding it at his stores, but my stores, no go. No go whatsoever. Hey, Relatable Figs, how you doing? Did you pre-order any? Of course I did. That's why I posted that on Instagram. I had to make sure if anyone wanted to get Mythics, you have one more day left. You need to just pre-order it, pay for it, and just forget about it because you're going to just get it at the great price that it is ordering it from the Four Horsemen. I ordered 4 figures. I wonder if I can bring that up and show you guys. I don't even know if it's on the page. So that's the end of Toy Arc. Let's see if I can go into Store Horsemen if they're still showing anything in there. No, I don't think they are. But maybe I could. Let's check my inbox. There you go. That's how I ordered. Lady Averona, the Xylernian Guard, Dubon, and Boreas the Horse. I almost got Romulus, and I changed my mind and decided not to. So these were the 4 new figures that I wanted to pick up. Time on Mayfex, I missed Wolverines. Yeah. See, once I missed them, I felt as if I'm not. There's no way I'm gonna pay overpriced and try to get them all. Zilla, how you doing, man? What you think about the Mondo Brown Wolverine? Is that the 12-inch figure, like they did with the Tiger Stripe Wolverine from the animated series? Because if it is, it looks good. But I don't think I'll be collecting the 1/6 scale ones. I wanted Gambit because he's my favorite X-Men besides Wolverine. Yeah, I got 2 of the horses. Yes. The horses are great. And this is a black horse too. So I'm welcoming that one for sure. That looks awesome. Astronaut, how you doing, man? Big Bad has them up if you want to look at pics. Oh yeah, that's right. So now all the retailers have got them. They considering that Four Horsemen is done with their pre-orders. So that's the hard part now. If you missed the pre-order directly from the Four Horsemen, you're going to pay the retail price now. So that's a tough pill to swallow when you knew you could have paid it at a cheaper price. That's the hardest part you got to remember. I wonder how far out we are at the Cosmic Legions dropping. Oh, I want to say the first wave probably won't come out until like March or April. That's what I'm guessing on. Hey, Alyssa, what's going on? Can't go wrong with a black horse. Nope, nope, not at all. Can use that for so many different things. Yep. So here's the Mythic Legions. So here's the retail price: $50. $50. If you missed out, that's what the price you're going to pay. So the Four Horsemen price is $37. So now the difference is, of course, with Big Bad Toy Store, you don't have to pay right away. With the Four Horsemen, you pay right up front. So you got to make sure you know where your finances are to financially afford what you're doing. But here's the Zylernian Guard that I ordered. There's Swig, Romulus. Here's the Romulus that I changed my mind on. And Okiedos, who is a Motu. What's the word? Like a fan service for all the Motu characters. Averona, it's a female knight. I had to buy a female knight because it looks awesome. Ilgar, the skeleton warrior, looks really good. I was almost going to get the heads pack too. The heads pack looks really good. And look at this. This was $30 too, but retail is $45. And here's Duban. That comes with that eagle or hawk. Boreas. So Boreas, if you ordered through Four Horsemen, was $55, and here it's $75. And that's you guys have to realize that that's the retail price. So anytime you're going after, you're going to be buying like Mythic Legions. It's not like you're paying secondary market prices at the moment. You're paying the retail price. And there is Azar, who's like the twin brother of Azahazar, the blue demon. And these are all other stuff from Poxus Wave or the trolls that were recently on pre-order. But yeah, I made sure to pre-order it, and I'll be paying it off probably by next week. So I'll be good. I know, man. I've been trying to find right. That's definitely the hardest part. What else was I gonna do? Was there another? Nope. No, I guess that was it. So with all the toy news, not too bad. I guess now we can kind of go over what I have on the table. Should I do it this way or this way? We'll do it this way. I've always been doing it. So recently, one of my new favorites, my newest favorite is Silk. Oh my God. This figure, I love it so much. For the mere fact it's the new female Marvel Legends body. It's so good. And they did a great job with this. I mean, you could think it's like a re-release of a Silk figure, but it really isn't, because this is the brand new female body. They did a whole new head sculpt. So it's like they completely redone Silk to begin with. But this figure is awesome. And I love posing in the new body. And here we have Quake in the same body. So we're going to get the same articulation that I can get out of this this Silk figure. Guess what came in right here through priority mail? Look at that. New York Comic Con is coming up in October, and here is my Saturn badge. Spy Family, look at that. And I'm glad this is cool that it's a Spy Family badge too. For those that have been going to New York Comic Con yearly, like I have, AMC's The Walking Dead has been taken over their badges every year. Let's see. I have 2 trolls coming that I got a great deal. That's awesome. That's really good. I never got the trolls. They're so big, but I have no idea what I would do with them. And I don't know where I would put them. And that's coming from a person who bought a Sentinel and Galactus. I got 5 figures and the horse. That's awesome. Hey, Spiderface, how you doing? 5 figures and the horse. Are you a Mythics collector? Or is this your first time ordering? Asher, wait, when did you start collecting Legions? Did you back off Mezco like I did? I didn't back off Mezco because there's nothing to buy at the moment. They've got so many pre-orders out that I'm waiting for. And I'm only waiting for more recent pre-orders. So I think the oldest pre-order I have through Mezco is Bishop. And that got delayed till the end of the year or maybe till next year. And the 3 skull brokers set, the one that they all have suits and the green ties, I have that on pre-order. And the newest Conan figure that comes out supposedly in November. Those are my 3 pre-orders through Mezco. So I didn't really back off. It's just because they don't have anything to put out. Dope, you got the Naruto. I did, which is awesome for only one reason. I got it on sale. If you check out my New York toy hunt video, the place that I got them at, we're doing 30% off anime related products. So I got 30% off of this, and I got 30% off of this, which is ridiculous. I would not have bought Naruto, the new Naruto for all things. I would never have bought it. Even though it's a good price already. It's $35 regularly. But it was 30% off. So I only got it for like $24. So I still took it. It's terrible. Oh my God. Dopeness. All right, how many his tanks did you get? I only got 1. I was gonna buy 2, but I only got 1. Mythics. Oh yeah. I didn't know if you were you've always been a Mythic collector. That's true. Waiting on old pre-orders too. Yeah. Luckily, I got in on that Conan figure as well. I also got the Crow figure on pre-order. Okay, so you got Crow. That's an old one. But yeah, look good that you got the Conan figure. That's really good. Put this back. Yeah, what a steal, right? Yeah, 30% off. I was almost out, and then my wife told me, "Hey, look, it says 30% off on anime stuff." So I asked, and he said, "Yeah, it's any of the statues, and the figures." So I decided to pick it up. So both of these together, I think, was only like $60. Yep. All right. So yeah, new favorite figure. I'm sure she's just gonna be the same thing. One of my favorites because the new Marvel Legends bodies are awesome. Let's open up Quake because this was one of my highly anticipated figures from this wave, outside of Thor and Blue Marvel. I think those are the only others that I'll probably get out of this wave. I'm not looking to collect the controller. Is it the controller? Yeah, it's the controller. I don't think I'm going to be building that. Here we go. Wow, there's all kinds of blue and purple for the controller arm. Look at that. All the hands that you normally would see. It's just like the Shriek body. Got a Maria Hill head. That looks awesome. Quake itself. Now, I watched, who is it? X-Manny's review video, which is amazing considering how many he purchased. He has his own army going on. But he showed off the hands for Quake, and that's just unfortunate. And I think you'll see that here. Oh, wow. Look at this. So we got the shield logo tempoed on. Head sculpt looks really good. Yep, we got the same articulation that I'm going to enjoy. That double jointed elbow, and they're all pinless, of course. Wonder if I can almost get the other elbow on. I know the gauntlets can be in the way. Yep, the gauntlets are in the way. So not too bad. So here was the problem. If you haven't seen X-Manny's video, normally when he poses her hand out to express her powers, you'll see that huge hinge on the hand that sticks out like that, which is a weird design. Why would they do something like that? I don't understand why. It's really weird. So yeah, you can't really have her hand like that, or else you just see this peg of a hinge that jets out. It's so weird. So you would have to keep it angled in a certain way and bend her elbow and like that. Let's see. Got the add-on pack too. Oh, did you? That's cool. My first order of mythics was the deluxe. Oh, that's good. God, you had a great one. Those were cheap. Those are real cheap. They are getting better and better. I ordered 2 Quakes from Pulse. I'll see them next year. You see, now I'm kicking myself too, because Forbidden Planet had 2 of these. I should have bought the 2, but I only bought the 1. Hey, NJ Tree, what's going on? Mythics are my main collection. Art knows how much I love. Yes, you do, because Scarlet Kid is the one that put me in the position that I am for having more debt in my collection. I like those. Got to. Yeah. I haven't decided what to put in them yet. I don't know. I have things, but I'm not too sure what I'm going to put. How much I love them. I'm trying to type with one hand while trying to put my 2-year-old to bed. No? Yeah, right. Are you? All right. So yeah, we got Quake. Looks awesome. I love the head sculpt. Such a great job with it. The hair looks awesome. The paint is weird in some areas because there is bleed, unfortunately, such as the straps here. There's blue that bleeds into the white here, and then there's white that bleeds into the blue here. It's minor. I can deal with it, but I'm just surprised. And then here, this is the weird part. So this is blue plastic, and they painted white over it, so you can tell the difference. But there is like this fingerprint that was molded into, which is like, what the hell? It's like it got heated in there or pressed in there. There's no way I could probably clean it off a bit, but that's what's on there. Overall, I know these are little gripes with the paint. Well, what can you do about it? But with Quake, I'm so happy that there's a comic Quake version, and I'm happy with it. I'm still happy with it. Yes, there are gripes with paint, but there's always gripes with paint. You can never get a perfect figure, so you gotta take what you can get. There's Quake and Silk. Oh, check this out. So again, like I'm going over my stuff that I got during my New York trip. Let's see, who did I miss? Well, Art, it's your fault. I collect. Is it really? Okay. I'm sorry. Heading out to dinner. Have a good one. Hey, see you, astronaut. Thank you. So when I was at Daiso, if you don't know what Daiso is, Daiso, it's like a Japanese Dollar Tree. The one here I went to, of course, was in Edgewater, New Jersey. There's quite a bit of them over in California. I don't know if there's ones anywhere else. But when I went to my very first one in California years ago, it was practically a dollar store. And there were so many of the coolest like Japanese products that you can just utilize in your own home. And there are all these miniature stuff too. And it's really, really cool. So seeing that Daiso came to New Jersey and they got built in that little Japan marketplace, I love going in there. So I found these things, these little miniature things. There's this little miniature rolling cart. So it's like a pallet cart. And then I found crates where I already had these alcohol bottles, beer bottles, and I decided to just put them in there. This one, I actually have like Coke bottles in there. But these are really, really neat. I can use these in like the warehouse diorama that I use, but you can pretty much like utilize this as a push cart right there. So all these little accessories. I saw these accessories. I was like, oh my God, I want to pick them up. These were each basically like $1 or $2. So it's not too bad. I was still okay with buying it just because I've never seen them before. I still haven't unboxed my 2 packs of Shield Agents because I'm waiting on Quake. Well, at least you got your Shield Agents. I didn't get any. Not that I didn't want to get any. I would have bought at least one, but I was unable to because they were always sold out. So I couldn't get them. Daiso got great toy photography. Yes, they do. They have amazing stuff there. You just gotta like use your imagination, try to find certain things that can that you can utilize for them. And the other one, oh, what's the other one? Oh, I bought that like that turf grass. It was awesome. Like $2 of this like 12 by 12 turf grass that I could use for dios. It's awesome. Daiso had a lot of cool diorama props. Did you go to it? Did you go to Edgewater? Those are cool, right? Let's see. I'm sure you could buy these and flip them for profit. Probably. All right. And then let's see. We'll do Nobara Kujisaki. So, of course, I am an anime watcher. I've been watching anime for a long time. And Jujutsu Kaisen is one of my newer animes that I've been watching. it's been about a year now since a new season hasn't shown up yet. So I'm hoping that we get to see a new season by this winter. As far as I remember, there's the new season that's showing up. Where is... Ah, here we go. So I have... Here's two of my other SH figure arts from the same show. Here's Gojo. Look at that. Have these guys. And of course, there's a female character that has a very cool technique of using hammers and nails. If you've never seen the show, try it out. I know it's on the HBO streaming network. You could try it out there. There's more tape. Oh my God. But yes, I love the anime. The anime is pretty... It's pretty brutal, depending upon how you are with scenes like that. A lot of blood. Let's see. This past weekend hit up VR. Oh, did you? I was looking for a quick banana. Oh, you got the Nolan Venom 2-pack. Oh, not bad. I still haven't been there yet. I've wanting to go at some point, but I have not. And with certain conventions around the corner, I have to save money. I got a Daiso, like 10 minutes. That's the... Damn, you're so lucky. So lucky. Love Daiso, grass and acrylic. Yeah, right? I was very shocked to find them. All right. So Nobara, what do we got? We got 4 different faces and 8 pairs of hands. Or, well, not necessarily 8, but there's different gestures in the hands. And there's her weapon. And 2 of her hands actually have the nails that she's going to hold into. So the show is... A lot of it is... it's like exorcism, so to speak. There's like demons in the world. And these guys exorcise those demons. It's very unique. I still like it. It's cool to see it. So every one of these jujutsu users have their own version of exorcising a demon. So that's why I always find it cool when they introduce a new character that does something outlandish for their powers. Yeah, this is nice. So typically with SH figure arts, you have quite a lot of range of motion, but you know, mostly I love the sculpt that they always provide, and their paint with SH figure arts, because they bring animated characters to life. That's how I feel with SH figure arts. So I love how seeing that here. Let's see if I can at least... She has these nails that's in between her fingers. There we go. And the hammer. So she has really one gripping hand for the hammer. No, she's got a second one. I'm sorry. She does have a second hand for the hammer. But I gotta get the right hand, of course. So there we go. There we are. And yep, there's that heart. There's that heart that's on the top of her hammer. So I really like that. But I love this. Look at all the expression you can get out of SH Figure Arts. Really good. She's got that pouch in the back. Really cool. And it's nice that they got the white underneath for her shirt. But I think what was, oh yeah, that was a good one. I think if we change out her face, so they always, with SH Figure Arts, it's not just a full head sculpt. They always do a face plate. So you would have to remove usually a piece of hair, and then you can remove the face plate. Plug that in. Plug in the hair. There you go. Whole new head. I think I can. There you go. Oh, wow. That's actually pretty cool. So look, the skirt is tucked in when it's there ready. But I guess when you start lifting it out, there's an extra flap right here that can come out for whatever pose that you might want to do. So you can create certain poses like so. Not bad. I like it. Really nice. It goes, of course, definitely well because they're all wearing the same uniform. Of course, I'm not going to be able to make her stand. Here you are. Yep. So yeah, I'm happy. This is awesome, and I got them cheaper than I normally would have if I had pre-ordered it, because I know she was like originally like 60. This was originally $62. So of course I got 30% off of that. If you didn't see that in my New York video, go and check that out, and you see why. The huge selection of stuff, mostly statues. But I found some SH Figure Arts that I was glad to have picked up for 30% off each. So quite the deal. Quite the deal. There we go. And I think I just dropped, oh, there it is. All right. So not too bad. I'm going to enjoy Naruto now, even though I had no... I didn't want to start a new line, but I bought it because it was 30% off. That's the only reason. That's the only reason for it. But I did it. I did it, and I want to just probably collect the main 4 characters: Naruto, Kakashi, Sakura, and oh my god, I forget. Oh my god, it slipped my head. I haven't watched Naruto in a long time, so that's why it's stupid. I can't remember it. All right, Sasuke. Good lord, there he is. Thank you. Now I remember now. All right, last one. Here it is. We have Naruto, and this is from the Shippuden series. So it's any Naruto, god damn it, they're all so long to watch. There's so much unneeded episodes in Naruto that you just can't watch. It's unbelievable. Where did that drop? Well. Ugh. All right. Let's see what we got in here. Oh yeah, I forgot. They always come with instructions, so you know how to put it together. There is Naruto. Look at that. Got her Rasengan. Folded arms, which is really cool. This huge kunai. And then, of course, we got all kinds of hands. Five different faces. That's awesome. I like that. That's really cool. Kujisaki. My bad. All right. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Naruto. All right. So supposedly, these this version of Naruto was already released years ago, but this is a newer version, better sculpt and a better articulation. There's a lot of plastic under there. There we go. Do I gotta get that? Oh man, I saw this plastic under here. There we go. Okay. All right, got it all out. I'm always worried when I have to pop the bodies off. I mean, I know you can do it, but God forbid, something worse happens than just popping them off. Okay, there we go. So overall, Naruto looks great. I definitely love how it looks. Got fisted hands already, and usually I like to have a certain expressive face. I mean, he's already got an expressive face. Look at that. He's got that smile going on. How would you take this? I think it's just, yep. You just got to tuck it in that way. You could have this face. There we go. And it looks like the Rasengan power gets inserted in one of the palm hands because you see there's a spot for it. So that's always smart of them. They always have certain accessories go on certain hands. So it's good that you can utilize different accessories. And I hope you can maneuver his hand upward a bit. Yes, you can. Look at that. Better. Cool. Pretty good. Sculpt looks great too. We have a huge range of accessories, of course. I've never had a figure. Oh no, I did. I'd had a Frieza from Dragon Ball that had folded arms like this. These folded arms are wild because look at this. It's just like you got to pop them off at the bicep swivel. But it's still a neat feature. I love how you can do that with crossed arms. Look at that. You can just pop these right off. Oh, good. They come apart. And then there's a peg right there that will allow them to tuck in. Guess we'll put the original faceplate back on because it would make more sense with his arms crossed. Like so. That's cool. That's really cool. All right. We'll leave you here. I'll put these off to the side. So, usually after this time, after opening up all the figs, let's do a little bit of some Dio work just so I could see where we're at, what new things we can do. Right now, my plan is to make a window right about here, and then there'll be some sort of awning that goes right over top of the window, just to kind of have something there. And then, but over here, all around here, this is more brick. So this was going to be the small bricks, then this white, like a contour, like a mask line that goes across, then more of the same brick. So that's what I was trying to convey with the style of the building that I was going to do. So I'm going to try that out. The black went on really nicely here. What I was going to probably do here, I'll probably start dry brushing this so you guys can kind of see what it's like on how I guess I dry brush. I'm going to keep the black because I was thinking of using like a spackle to kind of fill in the brick line works, just so it kind of has that look of mortar. But I think I'll leave it as black because this will be like a gray stone while these will be red. So I wanted to just try to see how that's going to look. The cross-arm feature is kind of crazy. Never seen that on a figure before. Yeah, Figure Arts does that. That's why I like it. I think Figure Arts is the only company that I've seen do before. How do you like the figure? The only thing I wish the figure had is a wider range for the neck and head. Yeah, I could see that. I would like that too. But it feels great. The articulation feels really good. What else to say? When you have them in on the Ninetales mode, yeah, I can see that now. If I can try to make it work, I would definitely do that. I'm sure you have, considering you're much more of a professional than I am when it comes to Figure Arts and the Naruto figures, because it would be really cool. Yeah, that's as far as I can go with the neck. I mean, the neck range is still pretty good, but I know what you mean. If it looked up a little bit, just slightly more, I'm sure it'll go and fit better. All right. So let me show you how I do like a dry brushing for this brickwork. And I think I want to use a gray because I think the gray would actually be a little bit better. Do I have that paint? Because I don't want to have to mix black and white. That's just going to be nuts. And if I wanted to, I could add some like moss to it. But I don't know if I want to go that far into doing that. Can always go for a gray color. Paint. Look at that. Okay. Do I have a gray? I kind of do. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yep, that's a good one. Okay, that should be good. So, I wish I had my top-down camera, so it makes it easier. I don't know if I can really set it up with what I have going right now. Oh, I might be able to do that. You would think I'd be better prepared for setting stuff up like this, but no, I'm always doing something that's just on the fly, always. So I'm going to use this gray. This is a pewter gray, apple barrel, Walmart, 55 cents, probably 54 cents. And then of course I'm going to use a fan brush that I will it'll just dry brush on. And I'll show you, I guess, a certain way that I do it. And I think, yeah, let me see if I can actually do this. I don't know, guys. What did you think? So this is a commission that someone wanted to utilize for possibly their YouTube channel. I was trying to make it large enough so that way they're able to utilize it in a way where it'll fill up the whole screen, which is why it's going to be about like 2 feet long. Because when you have to use YouTube, of course, you got to use landscape mode on your phone. And then when you do, you have all this space that you got to make sure you fill in order to not have anything else that's being shown on camera. So that's why you need a much larger frame. And for a specific Dio, it's got to be large. So this is what I was recommending to him, and he said it was perfectly fine. It was just some sort of like street or building that would allow him to just utilize it for photos and at the same time utilize for YouTube. And I was like, oh, I'll do my best. I'll try and do what I can. And he was all for it. So I was trying to make something up for him. This is what I came up with. And that's what we're going to be doing throughout this whole, YouTube live thing. And I wanted to see if it will work. And I hope it does. And I hope everything goes through the progression of what I've been doing and that it looks good. I think for the most part, I think it'll go well. Let's see. I'm going to try to maneuver, or not maneuver, just try to put this camera in a different spot. What I was trying to set up, but I don't know if it will cooperate with me, because I know how far it is too. And if it works, it works. Yeah. Yeah, let's try it. I'll work on it. Okay. So with this paint, let's see. With the paint, you don't need a lot of paint. You just need enough to be able to wipe out. And using like paper towels to help get most of the paint off of your brush. And that's what we're going to play around with and mess with. And hopefully it comes out okay. Let's see. So this gray. Now here's the point. I painted it black because we want the blacks to have that layer that you would normally see within brick. And then when you dry brush over the top of it, you will see more of those layers come out. And that's the whole point of doing the black on there. And that's why we did that first. So there's always layers in painting that you just have to play with. Always try to work off of something else first and test it to see how it goes. And you don't, when you dry brush, you should not have a lot of paint on your brush. You need to get as much off as possible. This is why I'm using this paper towel to hopefully, you know, be able to come off easily. You know, I plugged in my laptop for a reason, and I didn't even properly plug it in. There we go. All right, so I'll just try this corner first, just to see how it'll look. Okay. I still have some more. So, and if you remember, I was using a rock last time to create some indents into the foam to have more of a rocky layer in the bricks. So when you dry brush, all of those imprints of the rock will start coming out because we already put that layer of black on it. And that's why when you dry brush, you want to make sure you do as little as possible. Don't be very heavy-handed when you do a dry brush, because if you like splotch on a ton of paint, it's done, it's over with. You cannot fix that. You're going to have to really be a professional to be able to fix like a huge splotch of paint, because dry brushing requires very minimal effort. And everyone does it differently. I mean, me, I'm just flailing about with this brush, just trying to figure out where I can mess around with. You can have some darker spots, you can have some lighter spots. It all depends on how you see your piece. You never know how you might want it to be darker, you might want it to be lighter. I guess it all varies depending upon what you want to do. It's how you feel you think it should look. And for me, this we'll see how it all goes. Learning to paint brush. Well, yeah. I hope you learned something. If you make your own Dio, I would love to see it. Because me, I'm just purely amateur. Once again, I'm always just learning as I go. And when I do learn, I always try to share, because I'm learning a lot from YouTube and other people on YouTube. So it's always fun to see what I can come up with and what they've come up with. And when they do, it's kind of like, oh, maybe I could replicate that. And in a lot of cases, I'm happy that I was able to replicate certain things. I would love to see other people and see what they've done with what they've were originally taught. So this pewter gray is dark. It's a very dark gray. I may need to just get something to lighten that up a little bit more. So, what do you think so far? So that's a dark gray. I was trying to make it a little bit lighter. So we'll keep trying. Doing it. So if you just looked again, this is how it would look, just black, so to speak. So adding this gray helps bring it out more. There's more definition to it. So it's not too bad. I think I need to just figure out a lighter version and see how it's going to look. I'll still do a little bit more of this gray because I still see a lot more black. And then we can lighten it up a little bit if I add some white to this gray just to bring out a lighter color. I think that's the best course I should take, in the hopes that it turns out okay. And sometimes you want to focus on like certain corners. Certain corners will help bring out some of the brightness to where you're painting, or dry brushing, I should say. Yeah, so let me see. Let me get that white and see if I can just mix in a little bit and see what it looks like. Learned a lot when you did the bone breaker paint upgrade. Keep forgetting to check out. Oh, yeah, that's good. I'm glad you learned something. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. So here is the Snow White. I'll just add a little bit to the gray just to lighten it up a bit. And if I put too much, then I'll have to, yeah, it just leaked right out. Jesus Christ. I'm going to just mix it in with the gray. And this, I don't think I'll wrap it all around. And if I do, then I'm going to have to. Because I was just trying to make it lighter. But this looks like yes, a little white. But this can be accents. So a lighter gray like this, you can accent certain areas of the bricks. And that might be my best course of action. But let me just kind of test it. For, yeah, see, definitely a bit lighter. Let me just try to get more paint off of this brush and then maybe work with some areas that will so you can see how much there is a big brightness to it. But if you focus on like edges, at least that's how I can distinguish certain areas. And then I can utilize other darker colors too to help bring it out more. So then it's a little bit more two-tone, which actually is okay. If you can make it work, you just have to blend your colors in. There we go. So I put a little bit more emphasis on certain lines and corners, and then I'll start blending it more to have a lighter gray all around. And the whole point with the dry brush again is because the black is still laid at the underlayer, and it will you'll still see black. But with the white and the gray, we'll make the bricks a little bit more pop. There we go. And again, it's all how you see fit. It's how you want it to look. There's my bricks. I could probably do a little bit more. I could probably add some brown. If I add some brown, it would just, make it a little bit more grimy, a little bit more dirt into it. And if I add green, it might throw it off a bit. So I might just hold off on adding some green in there. But this is what I'll do so far. But I think it's turning out to be okay. That's all in the way. Yeah, that's not too bad. It looks good on camera too. What you got? First, I was questioning the white, but it has more depth and dimension to it. Exactly. You always have to play around with the colors. It's scary at first because you're afraid to mess up what you started, and that's why you need to test it out maybe on something different, maybe like a piece of scrap that you can play with. Like I always have lots of scrap pieces. Like I have a lot of maybe like jagged scrap pieces that I'll test first. That's always your safe thing to do. If you test it out on that, then you should be fine. But because I've done bricks like this before, I kind of knew that going into it, I can add some white in order to help it be a little bit more defined. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that, and I think it looks pretty good. I'm sure I could just mess with it some more. I can make the bricks just a little bit lighter. But you got to know when to stop too. You do too much, then you realize you did too much. That looks pretty good. Okay. And that, well, it'll be a little bit weird, but we'll try this. So normally I should get some like blue tape, some painter's tape, because I'll need to like block off the rim of the doors and the garage door, so I can get in the underlayer here, part of where the bricks are too. So, oh yeah, I was gonna paint the garage door silver. I don't know if I have time for that, but we'll see what we can do. I don't want to go into it too long because I don't want to go like beyond 2 hours, I guess. Go. But I think this is a start. It's definitely a start, and I like the fact that I can get some of my work done. That's really what it is making sure I can get some work done with dioramas. I have so many ideas for dioramas that I want to do, especially for my Mythic Legions. Oh man, I want to do like a whole like castle type diorama for Mythic Legions, and I hope I will have the time to do so. I really do. If I can make somewhat of a castle diorama, not a big one too. I think I'm just looking for something that's like maybe 8 inches. I would love to have something that will look really cool with, you know, the knights that I have, or the barbarians that I have. I would love to work on a diorama for Mythic Legions, especially one that's so modular that I can move it around into different pieces. That would be incredible. Trends 5, how you doing, man? Yes, Legions beg to photo. Yes, they do. They really do. Let's see what you make from it. I am looking forward to seeing what I can make for it. Because stonework for Legions can be tedious, but I know it'll come out and you can get some awesome looking pictures too. Oh gosh. Okay. So, oh, you got in the way. So now I have that one corner in the middle, and of course what you saw earlier. So that's looking pretty good, and this wire is driving me crazy. There we go. So not bad. I think it's going to turn out pretty good. Now, with the, let's see, I think how I want to play with this garage door is almost similar to the one that I have already done. And of course, I'm going to utilize a silver paint. And I think the silver paint will make it stand out more than a gray. And let me see if I have an example for you, because I think an example might help. So let's see. Don't mind me if I can just go and grab it. I wonder if, nope, that's not it. Okay. So here is one of my dioramas, but this, sorry, here is the door that I had done before. I wonder if I could show you more. So take a look at that. This was silver paint, and I added some brown and some reds to create more rust around it. So that's what I'm going to try to replicate for this door right here. And I think that's what we're going to try and do. But this turned out pretty nicely. I like how I did it. But we'll see what we can do. As much as I would have liked to put like some sort of graffiti or anything like that, I don't think I can. I don't have the capability of doing so. As much as I would love to try, I don't know if I could do that. Let's see. If you do a mythic, maybe do an arena and throw in some blood splatter. Ooh, that could be possible. Could be really simple too. Hey, Rolando, how you doing, man? Jimmy, what's going on, man? Yeah. So if I do what I did here, the silver, throw in some mixed brown, some mixed red for rust, place it around in different areas. We'll try and do that on here, so that way we can, well, as long as it looks good. That's what I'm trying to go for. I want to try and make it look good. But yeah, this was an older diorama that I've done, window and all. So we're going to try to replicate some of it and see where it goes. So let's at least, well, let's see. What time is it now? It's almost 11. Oh my God. Maybe we could work on it next week. But now you guys have an idea of what I was trying to do, because it's going to take some time for me to paint, and then it's going to dry, and then for me to add the red and the browns for rust, it might go way over time than what I was thinking of. So we'll mess with that. but we did the bricks. We did some dry brushing on these bricks, which turned out to be pretty good. We'll also work on carving out the other bricks that I have going on, creating a window, things like that. And of course, we'll paint those as well. So I'm not sure what kind of colored door I might have. This will just be a solid, like, warehouse door. There's no window on or anything. I'm going to have like a kick plate on the bottom. But I'm not exactly sure what kind of colored door I should have, because it's just a colored door. It's just a door. But I wanted to make sure it kind of went along with whatever paint that I have, because the bricks are going to be red. They're going to be a dark red with this gray cement block at the bottom. That's all. We're going to just work with that. So we'll do this next week. We'll do the garage next week, and possibly I'll have all these bricks carved out, and we'll paint that as well and dry brush that as well, so we can see how that looks. Yeah, that's it. And then I gotta, we'll just finish that up. Let me just put this off to the side. So at least we did some diorama work, some painting done. So I'm actually happy that we did some of that stuff. So that I'm happy with. But we opened 3 figs, and that's awesome. I'm glad I have these new figs as well. So this is really cool. This Naruto is actually really, really good. I'm happy. I'm happy that I got it. Couldn't pass up the 30% off. Could not pass up 30% off. This is really nice. This one, as well as Kujisaki. It's really cool. Amazing character on the show, but this figure looks awesome. I'm glad I can play around with it, and more than likely I'm going to take some pictures of it as well. So we are going in this direction of SH Figure Arts. That's really nice. Look at that. And of course, Quake. What an awesome figure to have. I'm glad I have this figure so much. And this female body, so good. So much better in Marvel Legends now. I'm happy that they improved on the Marvel Legends female body. It's so good. The older diorama looks. Thank you. I kind of use it a lot in my picks. It's crazy. Christian, bro, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with me. You could do red, green, blue. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to make sure it matches properly. Who wouldn't pass there? I know, right? But yeah, open up my figs that I got from New York. Talked over some toys. Everything was cool. I'm actually happy that I'm able to open up some stuff, talk to you guys at the same time, work on some diorama work. It's always a good time. But that's it, guys. I'm not going to hold it up any longer. I appreciate everyone that's been hanging out with me. Stopped by, said hi, even if you couldn't stay. It's awesome. I'm glad that you did. It's really cool of you to do so. I really appreciate it, and I can't thank you enough for doing so. I'm surprised I'm even capable of doing these live streams at least once a week. So it's really cool that I'm, giving myself the time to have a community for us toy collectors to, have a place to just talk and, learn some things, whatever. It's all good. But I appreciate it, guys. Just let me know what your thoughts are. You guys can always leave a comment after the video has been uploaded. So I always appreciate that. I'm always responding to your comments. So thank you guys always. But I have a video, I think, that might come out on Wednesday or Thursday. It's going to be a huge frustration rant over Target because I can't find those new Spider-Man Marvel Legends. It's unbelievable. I still can't find them. It's been over a week now. It sucks. It really sucks. We have that video. I did get some stuff in, some mail, but everything's been good. As far as it goes, that's it. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next week on Monday, hopefully around 9 o'clock. We will do it again, but we will see. As far as it goes, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you soon, and I hope to see you on the next hunt.